People of the world, and night, still in us, see to get it right. One time, sing it up. We are a part of the Rhythm Nation. Woo! What is going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Junior's World of Soul. I am back with a new video, y'all. As y'all can see, I came in with Janet Jackson's legendary song, Rhythm Nation. And there is a reason why I came in with Janet Jackson. Is because last Thursday, I had the privilege on going to the State of the World tour. Yo, oh my God. It was a dope concert. That's all I have to say. Janet is 51 years old, and she is still showing why she is the blueprint of this. Why, you know, they definitely give her the queen of a pop title, which, listen, respect. You know what I'm saying? And I felt like this tour, the State of the World tour, was really for the fans. And I love how she named it the State of the World tour, because the way she came out, she did The Knowledge, which The Knowledge is a song for me that really, when I heard it at 4 years old, it made me want to go to school. It made me want to learn. And then, you know, how she opened it with talking about, you know, the black guys and women that were killed and, you know, just issues. And then she came out with The Knowledge, and then she did the State of the World. Like, I love the fact that Janet used current issues, and she has an album that talks about this that she did back in '89, just to show you how timeless these songs are. It's like, yo, she did this back in these songs back in 1989, like Rhythm Nation and, you know, The Knowledge and State of the World. She did that in '89, and it still resonates today. So for her to call it the State of the World tour, and the way she came out and how she did, you know, she had, you know, all the names come up, that the people that died, Sean Bell, you know, Trayvon Martin, you know, Jordan Davis. Like, she had all those names, Sandra Bland, all these people that, you know, died and dealing with police brutality and dealing with everything. And it was just dope how she came out. But as I was saying, I felt like the tour was for the fans, diehard fans like me. Like, as much as y'all know that Mary J. Blige is my favorite artist of all time, but before there was Mary for me, it was Janet. Janet was my favorite artist. Everything she did, I loved. You know what I'm saying? I talked about her all the time. But it was like, when Mary came, it was like she had that hip-hop edge, and that kind of resonated with me more. But Janet will always remain my, you know, top two. She's in my top two. But I'm still a diehard fan, and I felt like this tour was really for the fans, because Janet did album cuts that she has never done before. Like, she did The Body That Loves You off the Janet album. Like, she's never done that song live. She did Where Are You Now, which is my favorite Janet song of all time, and she actually did it live. And when I heard it, I said, oh, hell no. I know Janet is not doing this song live. And I kind of completely lost my mind, because the whole time I was standing. You know what I'm saying? I took a picture on Instagram, you know, because I went with two of my best friends. And I said, this is probably the only picture that you have with me sitting, because I'm going to be standing this whole time. And, you know, so she did, like, you know, songs that, if you're not a Janet fan, you wouldn't really know it. Like, she did Spending Time With You and Island Life off the Demita Joe album. She did Spending Time With You. She did The Body That Loves You. She did New Agenda. New Agenda is on the Janet album as well, but it basically talks about what we're going through now with racism and things like that. So as a fan, it was a lot of the songs that I was like, oh my God. At first, I'm like, wow, she's doing this live. And then it's like, then I'm standing just singing along. You know what I mean? So for me, I felt like Janet did this tour for the fans. You know what I'm saying? Of course, she did the classics. Of course, I wanted to see how If was going to go down. And Janet, of course, slayed If. Of course, she did Rhythm Nation, the song that I came in with. What else did Janet do? Of course, Janet, you know, she did What About? Was obviously very emotional for her because of what she went through in her, you know, her marriage. And she kind of brought that to the stage, and you can feel the emotion that she did with the What About performance. But if you guys definitely get the opportunity, I would say please go to the Janet State of the World tour. Like, it's really a party if you go to the right city. Now, let me explain, because I felt like DC was not live like I wanted it to be. Like, this is my second Janet concert because my parents got me tickets back in 2001 to the All For You tour at Madison Square Garden. That was completely live. It was so live. If y'all know, you New Yorkers know about UPN 9. They were there for that concert, and my mom is actually on TV, and and it's crazy. Our section, everybody was up. Everybody was in the aisles. Everybody was dancing, everything. It seems like DC wasn't giving me that. Like, for me, I was in my section and there was a lady behind me. And we were kind of up the whole time. And it was just like, it seemed like the only time that the crowd in my section really got hype was when she did Scream with Michael. And she did Rhythm Nation. And Together Again was here and there. But you know, last night I heard she killed it in Jersey. You know, she killed it at the Barclays. Like, I know in Atlanta she's going to slay it. Like, just, yo, if you get the opportunity, I would say go and check out the State of the World tour. You know what I'm saying? As a Janet fan and as a diehard Janet fan, I would recommend. If you're a diehard Janet fan, I recommend you go to this, because she's going to do songs that you're going to be like, oh, shit, she really doing these, because she's never done it live. So, again, that's my little review on the State of the World tour. Janet, you did your thing, girl. As a fan, I definitely left satisfied. And, again, I recommend, if you get the chance to go to a State of the World show in your city, I would recommend it. But, y'all, that was my quick 7-minute, right? Quick Janet review of the State of the World tour. But we are here for current R&B bangers. I have 5 for y'all this week. You know, I do these weekly because I want to continue to prove to y'all that mainstream is lying to y'all when they tell y'all that there's not R&B and soul out there, which it really is. And clearly they don't want R&B to shine, because clearly at the AMAs last night, none of the R&B categories was on the live broadcast. So that just shows you how much that mainstream is trying to push R&B to the left. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, before the show, I was going back and looking at, you know, the classic, like, R&B wins and things like that. Man, on air, it used to be the R&B album, R&B single, R&B, you know, artist, R&B group. Like, it was so many categories in R&B that got so much live broadcast, but now it didn't. You know what I'm saying? And it just goes to show y'all what they're trying to do to R&B music. And I'm going to continue to keep fighting, because I know that this genre is the root of all genres. R&B soul is the root of everything, and people need to understand that. But anyway, y'all, I got 5 R&B bangers for y'all this week. So let's get into this, starting with the homie Miguel. He has a new album coming out December the 1st entitled War and Leisure. And now, when I heard, you know, on Judy's World of Soul, we are very honest. When I first heard Told You So for the first time, I didn't like it. It just didn't do anything for me. I was just like, the first listen, even the second listen, I was just like, it's just not doing anything for me. Then it was just like one day, maybe a couple of days later, I was playing it and I was like, yo, I like this. You know what I'm saying? I like this. So, you know, after a while, I was like, this joint is funky. And I was like, it's a dope, dope record. So, this was kind of the first single, or the first buzz, if I'm not mistaken. Told You So. And it's a banger, y'all. So, here is Told You So. Here we go. Woo! Woo! Hey! So it's funky. You know what I'm saying? It got that funky vibe too. And I was like, okay, you know what I'm saying? And then when he came out with the video, Miguel is getting it. He's jamming in that video. And it definitely, he's added some social, you know, issues that we're dealing with going on. So it was like, okay, after I started hearing this, I was like, okay, I'm ready for what Miguel is trying to give with this Love and this War and Leisure album. I was like, okay, you know, because to be honest with y'all, the last album, Wild Heart, I wasn't a big fan of it. Now, Kaleidoscope Dreams, I was a huge fan of it. So when I first heard that, I was just like, it's not giving me that. But then after I kind of got away from Kaleidoscope Dreams and kind of listened to the song, I guess, it was like, okay, it got me. And that's how, you know, Told You So got me. So then a week after that, I was on YouTube. And I saw that he performed this song, and I just did not know what the title was. And I was like, whoa, what is this song? It's hot. And it was just him and a dude playing the guitar. And I just remember him always saying, everything's going to be all right. Everything's going to be all right. I kept hearing that. So I'm like, okay, when is this song going to come out? And I'm like, yo, Miguel, the way you singing this and the way I'm feeling it, I'm like, you might got one with this one. You know what I'm saying? So finally, a couple of days ago, he released the studio version of the song. The song is called Pineapple Skies, and it's my shit. That's all I gotta say. This joint goes in, and this is the first joint on Current R&B Bangers. Again, it is called Pineapple Sky, and it is a banger. And here we go. It goes a little something like this. Like, you know what the vibes it gives me? Like, for real, like, this joint is it. Now, I was trying to get Kaleidoscope Dream out of my mind, and I was like, okay, you know, because when I first heard Told You So, I wanted, you know, I wanted that vibe from Miguel. And it sucks as fans, we want that for our artists, and we want them to kind of stay in this box. So it was like when I heard Wild Heart for the first time, I was like, it just didn't do nothing for me. And I listened to the album and I just couldn't get with it. So, you know, when I heard Told You So, like I said, it just didn't hit me. But then after, you know, after a couple of listens, I was like, I'm there. You got me. So when I heard, you know, Pineapple Skies, I was like, now this is giving me the Miguel that I'm used to. This is giving me Kaleidoscope Dreams type of vibe. And I was like, I like it. I like it. And no, this joint is a banger. And what I'm gonna need for his label to do is put that promo money behind this single. This single can be just as big as Adorn was for Miguel, because that was a big record. Like, I need the label to put that Adele, Sam Smith kind of promo money behind this record, because this record can be huge. Like I said, it can be another Adorn for real. And for me, you know how Adorn, y'all, crossed all boundaries. You had young, old, white, black, everybody loved the song. And I feel like everybody can love this song. I know when I play this for my family this Thanksgiving, they're going to be rocking to it. And we all going to be jamming to it. And that's what, you know, this song does for me. And that's why when I first heard it live and I just heard it with the guitar and him singing, I was like, yo, Miguel, you got one with this. It got me off the first rip. Then when I heard the studio version, I was like, oh, this is it. This is the one. So, y'all, Pineapple Skies, yo, it's a banger. I'm going to need whoever Miguel's label is to be like, yo, I think he's part of RCA. RCA, put that Sam Smith and Adele money behind this record, because it's the one and it knocks. So, y'all, that's Pineapple Skies off his album that's coming out December the 1st called War and Leisure. And that is your first joint on Current R&B Bangers. Now coming, the next coming is coming from my girl, who is a favorite on Current R&B Bangers. I've talked about her so many times. I am talking about the lovely Sidibe. And she is a favorite on Current R&B Bangers. If you have watched, you know, Current R&B Bangers, I've talked about her in about more than 5 or 6 videos. That's just how dope her music is. And this is the song right here that I was introduced to her, and it's called I'm Dreaming. And if y'all been under a rock or whatever and you haven't heard it, here's a sample, and you should be ashamed if you've been under a rock. But here's I'm Dreaming, and here we go. You define my sign, and I'm only dreaming if you do. I couldn't hold a note right there, but it's all good. Come on. Okay. My side, and I'm only dreaming. So that was the song that I was introduced to her, and this song is actually one of the last songs that Prince actually co-signed. He did like a on his website, he did like his 5 songs that he kind of liked and co-signed. And this song, I'm Only Dreaming, was one of the last 5 that Prince actually co-signed. And that's just a big deal. So from that moment, I have been a fan of hers. She came out with her EP, You Got the Luck, that I talked about, that she has so many bangers on. Maybe, Joy, Everything I Wouldn't Do, so much more. And it was actually my favorite album of 2016. It actually was my favorite album of 2016 because I played it like crazy. It's smooth, and then she got some songs that got that like hip-hop vibe, like this one. It's the title track of the EP, and it's called You Got the Luck. And it's a smooth type of record. It is so smooth. Dang, I thought I put it on the playlist, but I just put it in the more info box so y'all can check it out. I thought I put it on the playlist, but I didn't. But yeah, so again, it was my favorite of 2016, so I definitely want y'all to check it out. I'll put it on the more info box. But then I talked about maybe about 2-3 months ago, she premiered a new song titled Prove My Love. It's sexy as hell. It's a sexy joint. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely sensual, and it's definitely a dope record, like I said. And I talked about it maybe about 2 months ago, and I'll put that in the more info box. So, you know, I've been seeing, because I follow Sidibe on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. So I kind of know, you know, when she posts and what she's doing. So she was releasing this album in Japan. So I was like, oh, okay. So I was figuring, you know, they were going to get, you know, the 6 songs that we got. You know what I'm saying? So my brother Sin hit me, was like, yo, bro, tell me why, you know, Sidibe released the album in Japan and it got 2 extra songs. I was like, hold up, stop, wait a minute, throw it back a minute. Are you serious? And he was like, yeah. And he was like, yo, I was on Japanese website and it's these 2 songs. And I was like, well, damn, you know, the Japanese, they can be so fortunate. Why can't we get those songs? So, bro was like, yo, I'm trying to download these songs. Like, yo, I can't try to download them because they're only for the Japan, you know, listeners and all that. And he was like, yo, we need to hit her up and tell her we need these songs. And he was like, he heard the previews for them. So I was like, yo, and I definitely take, you know, him liking songs kind of top notch, because most likely if he likes it, I'm going to like it. So, and even though we're big fans of hers, so we was like, yo, we need to hit her on DM or something and let her know, look, Sidibe, we need these songs. So before we did that, literally, I say about 2 or 3 hours later, she was like on her SoundCloud, yo, I just released my album in Japan, but I had 2 bonus tracks and she premiered one. And the joint is called Bad Man. And it's dope like I expected. It has a nice vibe to it, and I was just like, damn, why can't we get that song on our version of You Got the Love? But it's all good. But the joint is called Bad Man, and it's a dope record, and it's the second on current R&B bangers, and it goes a little something like this. Bad man. Woo! So when I heard it, I was like, yo, this song is so smooth. You know what it gave me? Because Sidibe is definitely, like, she gives you that 80s vibe, but it has some current vibe to it that can't be denied. So when I heard this, it gave me 80s George Michael with a little bit of Prince vibe. That's what I got from this record. Because it gave me that funk, a little bit of that rock, and definitely with her smooth vocals on it, gave you that R&B vibe to it. And it's just like a rock, funk, soul, R&B record all in one. And you can't deny a great song like that. So, yo, I was like, yo, this song is crazy. And I've been listening to it ever since she put it out on SoundCloud. If she look on my SoundCloud views, it's probably going to see all me. Just all me down the line, replaying it. Because I love the record. And musically, that's one thing about Sidibe that I really enjoy. Musically, like, yo, you listen to the instrumentations of her songs, amazing. And again, the song is called Bad Man. It's on her SoundCloud. I'm going to put it in the more info box. But listen, Sidibe, you know how much of a diehard fan I am of yours. And it really would be nice if we could actually get those songs and purchase them on iTunes. Because you know I would. You know I absolutely would. So, homegirl, can you hook a brother up? You know what I'm saying? Just come on, Sidibe. You know how we get down, girl. Like, come on. You know I'm a support. I'm definitely going to support. So hook me up. But y'all, Bad Man, I'm going to put, again, it's on her SoundCloud page. I'm going to put it in the more info box. Y'all check it out. And that is the second joint on current R&B bangers. Now, the next artist I found on one of my favorite websites, YouKnowIGotSoul.com, a website that represents R&B soul the right way. And I saw a picture of the girl. And I was like, yo, she looks familiar, but where is she from? Like, I knew she looked familiar. And I was like, I could be wrong. But her name was Alexeya. And I was like, she looks so familiar. So, and I saw that she had, you know, an EP entitled Dancing with the Devil. Now, y'all know how I do. I want to see the talent. So I go to YouTube and I go to try to check things out with these artists to make sure the talent is there. Because one thing about Junior's World of Soul, we are about that talent here. You need to show me a type of talent. I don't need a computer doing anything for you. I need vocals. I need that. So, mind you, I read through her thing, but it was a part that I missed. So I went on YouTube and I typed in her name, right? And then a video came up, and it was Alexeya and Dancing to Maybe by Tiana Taylor. I had already liked this video. It was in my favorites. I was like, I knew her from somewhere. It was like, yo, she looked really familiar. So that video, she killed it. I put that in more info box. So I said, let me go back and read this article. So I read, because one thing I love about YouKnowIGotSoul.com, they give you a really good description about the artist that they're talking about. So, you know, Alexeya is from, you know, Harlem, New York, and she left dancing school to pursue a music career. So I was like, oh, okay, if I would have just kept reading, then I would have known that's where I knew her from. But as soon as I saw it, I said, let me go on YouTube and check this girl out. But then after I went back, I said, well, you know what? Even though I know she dances or a thing like that, I said, well, let me just press play on Dancing with the Devil. And the EP, it knocks. I like Dancing with the Devil. I like Tidal Wave, which is the last song. But this song that I couldn't stop playing on the EP is Will I Be Free? And this joint has a knock to it. And now that I know that she's a dancer, yo, she could kill this video. Like, yo, I can see her body in this video. And it just has that knock to it. And it got that current vibe to it. And I think everybody can really, really, you know, rock with it. Because one thing, you definitely want to be current, but you also want to keep the still, you know, that essence of R&B in it. And this song does that. So the song is called Will I Be Free? And I can see Alexeya getting busy on this record. So here's I Will Be Free. And it goes a little something like this. Here we go. Woo! Like it got that nice little knock to it, you know what I'm saying? It's smooth, and she riding the vocals, and it sounds really better. Like for me, like when I was listening to it in my headphones, that bass was knocking, and it just was like, I was thinking of Alexeya doing a nice little choreography in this joint, and I'm like, yo, this joint can really work as a single for real. But again, the album is dope. I definitely want y'all to check her out. I'm going to put her SoundCloud. I'm going to put the videos that she was dancing in all in the More Info box. Her name is Alexeya. The EP is entitled Dancing with the Devil. And again, I'm going to put all her info in the More Info box. Check her out. And maybe it's some other songs that you might, you know, enjoy on the album. Because it's only four songs on the album. And y'all definitely check it out. So support Alexeya. Again, that is number 3 on current R&B bangers, and that is Will I Be Free? Now, the next artist is an artist I found on another one of my favorite websites when it comes to R&B. This is R&B.com, and the guy name is Parson James. Now, like I said, y'all know how I do. As soon as I see a name, I'm going to go and see where the talent. I want to hear something. Show me something that the computer is not singing for you. So I typed in his name, and I saw that the dude has a lot of followers. So I'm like, whoa, he has over like 55,000 subscribers. So I'm like, whoa, I'm late on this. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going down the list, and I'm like, I want to see acoustic. I want to see something live. I want to see that. So I went to Stowe, the show that he does live. And you can see the passion that he has when he sings. And I was like, okay, I'm liking this. You know what I'm saying? But I wanted to be sold. And that performance I wasn't really completely sold. But he had me because I can feel the passion. So then I was like, let me go and check out another one. Then he had another joint entitled Sinner Like You. And then I was sold. I was like, you got me. I'm there. I was like, okay, you know what? Okay, this dude can sing. He has passion. He has soul. Then so I went back to this is R&B.com, and I saw that he is a soul pop dude. So I said, oh, okay, makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Because you could definitely see a little popish in there. But he has that soul, and he has that passion when he sings. So I was like, that's a talent to me. So I was like, okay, let's check this. So he has his song called Only You. So I read the description, and Parson explains that he wrote this song after a breakup with his partner. So I was like, oh shit, Junior, this is going to be some good shit right here. Because as much as it sucks, but you know when you're in pain and you have a bad breakup, good music is made. I mean, hello. When you want to think about, shoot, my favorite artist, Miss Mary J. Blige. Like, everybody is so unfortunate, but it's kind of like what kind of her career has kind of been built on. You know, just heartbreak. And it's like, damn, you know what I mean? And it sucks to say that, but, you know, when you're in pain, it makes great art. That's just what it is. So, I listened to the song, And while I was listening to it, all I could say is, Parson, you better tell your story. When you feel the person singing it, and they might not be doing all these runs, and they might not be like, you know, belting these notes, but you can still feel the passion in what they're saying. I was like he said in the song, when I'm feeling your love, it's like when the wind, like a wind that blows. I was like, oh Lord. I was like, right then and there, that's deep to me. I don't know about y'all, but that was deep to me. I was like, that's deep. And for me, then it started making me think about the times that I went through with some bad breakups. It was just like, yo, I can feel, it was like, it took me back for a second. I was like, wait a minute, God, I don't want to go back there now, because I had moved forward in my life and I'm good, but I don't need to go back there. But that line brought me back there. But the song is dope. You can feel the realness and the emotion that he sings in this song, and that's what I really, really enjoy about it. And when they, you know, when This Is R&B called him soul pop, I said, yeah, the pop aspects are in there, but the soul is definitely there, and soul is a feeling, and he has a feeling in his record. The song is called Only You, and it goes a little something like this. All right.
I'm gonna get myself back home to you. Only you. Only you. Only you. Only you.
Yeah. Like, yo, like right then and there for me, I was like, yo, like just that part alone, I was like, Parson, you go ahead and tell your story. You know what I mean? And, you know, his sexuality really had, you know, he didn't have to tell me. You know what I'm saying? I feel as though, you know, he's being open and he's being honest about his sexuality and saying this. He made this about, you know, when he broke up with his partner. But that doesn't matter to me. Good music is good music. And it didn't matter. Like, you could still feel it. But I love the honesty of what he says. You know what I'm saying? And he's like, look, I made this when me and my partner broke up. And I definitely respect that. And it's when you're transparent, and with songs like this, when it comes from the heart, it reaches the heart, and it reached mine. So this joint is deep. Definitely want y'all to check out Parson James, Only You. And for me, I'm going to check him out even more because I liked his live acoustic, you know, songs. He has a lot of songs, and I'm going to check him out. And, you know, for me, just off this song and him and a couple of other songs, he definitely has a fan of me. So the fourth song of current R&B banger is Only You from Parson James. Now, the last artist is coming from my boy Corey L. Now, who is a favorite on current R&B bangers. I talked about him last year when I was introduced to his song Till They Know, and he came out with an EP on it. I talked about so many songs from that EP. I think it's so dope. And he's just a dope artist. And you know, again, I talked about him so much on current R&B bangers. There's like so many videos you can see on current R&B bangers where I talk about Corey L. But recently, I talked about his joint Already Know. Yo, this song is dope. And if y'all haven't heard it and you are new to Junior's World of Soul current R&B bangers, here's a sample Already Know. And it goes a little something like this. Ready to rock to this joint because this joint is a banger. But here we go. I know you. No, I know you. You already know. Woo! Oh, that beat is crazy, y'all. Like, it's crazy. And one thing I love about Corey L is the fact that he's the definition of an artist. He's so artistic. Like, he produces his own music. He writes his own music. Like, he really gives me MJ vibes so much, and I know that's an influence of his. But yo, he is just a dope artist. But I'm gonna put his so they know his SoundCloud, all that in the more info box, because I really, really want y'all to check him out. But today, because technically I was gonna have 4 current R&B joints this week, but I was riding to work today, and I follow Corey L on SoundCloud, so it told me that he had a new joint on SoundCloud. So I was like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Let me check this out. And this new joint, and I'm telling you, I was on my way to work rocking. Mind you, I went to work kind of early today. So I'm like blasting this joint in my neighborhood. I know my neighbors is like, what the hell? And I was blasting this joint, and I'm like, yo, this beat is crazy. Like, this beat is dope. And for me, it kind of gives me Missy and Timberland type of vibes. Like, it was like, to me, I got that vibe. Like, I could hear like a Leo on this joint. You know what I'm saying? And it makes total sense because they're from Virginia. He's from Virginia. So it was just like, you could definitely just tell the influence on this record. Hopefully, I may be wrong, but that's the, you know, the vibe that I got. And this joint is just dope. It's called When I'm Gone, and it knocks. Just listen to the beat, y'all. It's crazy. And here we go. It goes a little something like this. Now my thing want to act crazy because they know this joint rocks. They know. My computer know this joint rocks. But here we go. I'm gone. Woo! No. Woo! That joint knocks. You cannot tell me that's not giving you like Missy and Timberland type of vibes. Like, I could hear like Aaliyah on this joint, or even Genuine like on this joint, or anybody they kind of like produced and they gave that basement sound to. I got that vibe from When I'm Gone, and it is a banger. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, I may be right that Corey produced this song himself, because I know that he produced and writes his own stuff. So I hope that he did this. And this dude is just talented for real. Y'all definitely need to check him out. But with this song, to me, I could tell that he's putting his truth into these songs, because I follow him on Twitter and I follow him on Instagram, and it's like, you know, you kind of see when somebody is kind of going through it or something and they don't know where to turn, because he has a song that he made entitled 7 a.m. and I talked about it on Current R&B Bangers, and this song, and it's like, to me, what I got is sometimes how I feel about, you know, my videos. It's like, maybe if I stop just doing this, maybe people will respect me then. You know what I mean? And that's what I got from it. And maybe Corey may be feeling like that. You know what I mean? Like, people gonna respect me and respect what I'm doing when I'm gone. Then it's like, oh, yo, he was dope, but they ain't showing me no love now. But Corey, I'm showing you so much love. This song is dope. For real, for real. For me being an emotional listener of songs, that's what I got from it. But y'all, the joint is called When I'm Gone. Y'all can hear that beat. That beat just knocks. Oh my God. But I'm going to put all the info in the more info box. And that's the last joint on Current R&B Bangers. It's Corey L. When I'm Gone. Those are your 5 bangers for the week, y'all. It is Miguel's Pineapple Sky from his album that he's coming out, War and Leisure. That's coming out December the 1st. Sidibe, Bad Man, on her SoundCloud plays, and it's some bonus tracks from the You Got the Luck EP, the one that Japan has. You got Parson James, Only You, who I'm gonna check out more music from, and Alexeya, Will I Be Free, or off her EP, Dancing with the Devil, and Corey L's When I'm Gone. Please, y'all, go support these songs. Yo, we got to continue to prove mainstream wrong. We got to have this fight together. I know many people that watch my videos love R&B soul as much as I do. And we got to continue to prove the mainstream. We got to fight together so we can show mainstream. Yes, stop saying R&B is dead. stop trying to cut us from award shows because we out here. So that's why I continue to do these videos, and hopefully y'all go support all these songs, and hopefully when y'all see I put them in a more info box, y'all check these artists out. And then, you know, maybe if you guys know some, you know, some artists that I haven't talked about and you know about them, and just send it to me, and you know, in, you know, my email or whatever you want to do, just send me so we can fight together to prove mainstream that y'all are lying to us, that R&B will never die. So I have kept y'all long enough for current R&B bangers. I'm going to get out of here, but I want you guys to have a wonderful holiday, Thanksgiving holiday. Be safe. It's all about being with the family, chilling, and just being thankful that, you know, we're living and breathing, and you're with all your family and your loved ones and all that good stuff, because I know what my family going to do. It's kind of a trying time because my grandfather passed the Thanksgiving holiday, but you know, it's been 7 years now, and you know, we'll never get over it, and we always, you know, celebrate his memory. But you know, for one thing, what my family do, we eat and we drink. And actually, I'm gonna get out of here with a song that is actually from Tory Lanez. Don't look at me crazy, because I do go off about Tory Lanez and Bronson Tiller and all the young ones because they use the auto-tune. But I can't also hate on it. And this song, I can't hate on it. It's called I Sip. And I know me and my family going to be sipping for Thanksgiving holiday. So I said, why not go out with this song? So this joint knocks. And again, it's called I Sip. And it goes a little something like this. And we going to get up out of here. Here we go. Come on.
I smoke, I sip, I drink. I'm supposed to stop, but I can't.
Woo! Okay.
I'm supposed to stop, but I can't.
Hey, I'm out, y'all. Happy Thanksgiving to all y'all. Peace.